Hello, great learners. This is Math Theater TV, and this is Mr. Innocent. You're welcome to my channel one more time. On this channel, we groom our grade 12 learners preparing for their Waec and the Jamb examination. So if you're seeing this channel for the very first time, do well to hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification when we review some of these interesting questions. Today, we're looking at some key questions from Waec 2020. Now we have three interesting questions there we have to just review right now. The first one says, if x is equal to what? This, y that, both of them are subsets of what? The universal. We're asked to find x intercept what? Y. Now quickly what we'll do is what? We bring out what? We bring out the elements that are in what? That are in set x. And we're told that what? The elements are what? Less than what? 7. If they are less than 7 and x is also a subset of this, so that means the elements here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what? 6. Those are the elements in the set y, x rather. Then the elements in y, we are told that the elements in y, they are factors of what? They are factors of 24. Now, factors of 24 among the universal here, which is from 1 to 10, we what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and what? And 8. And 8. Now, these are what? These are the factors of 24, and they are equally what? Element that can be seen in what? Universal. Therefore, to get x intercept y now, that gives us what? Intercept simply talks about what? Talks about the elements that are common between what? Between both sets. So we have 1 is common, 2 is common, 3 is common, 4 is common, and what? And 6. Now, these are the elements that are common between what? Between the sets x and the set what? Y. So that's the solution to that problem. Now let's see the next one here. Next one here says we should evaluate 16 ratio 9 all raised to the power what? Minus 3 over 2 times 16 all raised to the power minus 3 ratio 4 in bracket, in the bigger bracket now, all raised to the power what? 1 over 3. Now what do we do here? Now from indices, we know that what? Any term that is raised to negative what? Power becomes what? A reciprocal of that same term. So if we're applying this rule here, this will give us what? This will give us 1 ratio what? 16 ratio 9 all raised to the power what? 3 over 2. Then times, here gives us what? 1 ratio what? 16 all raised to the power what? 3 over 4. Applying indices law, the power becomes positive at the denominator, and this is 3 raised to the power what? 1 ratio 3. Okay. Now, 1 ratio 16 ratio 9 simply means 1 divide 16 ratio 9. So if we change the division sign to what? Multiplication, this fraction here will reverse. The numerator becomes what? The numerator becomes 9, while denominator becomes 16. So if we do that here, this becomes what? 9 all ratio 16. 9 all ratio 16. The power is equally 3 over 2. Then times, here we have 1 ratio 16. And the power there is still what? Is 3 ratio 4. All raised to the power what? 1 ratio 3. Okay, from here, by virtue of what? By virtue of the 2 that we have here as a denominator, it simply means what? It simply means the square root of what? Of this fraction. So that gives us root 9 ratio 16 all raised to the power what? 3. All raised to the power 3. Then times 1 ratio, by virtue of the denominator which is 4 here, that simply means we should look for the 4th root of 16 all raised to the power cube as well. Then all raised to the power what? 1 ratio 3. So from here, the square root of 9 is 3, and square root of 16 is 4. They are still what? Raised to the power 3. Then here we have the 4th root of 16 will give us 2 all cube. Then we still have our power outside the bracket. 1 ratio 3. From here, 3 cube simply means 27. That's 3 times 3 in 3 places. Then the denominator 4 cube will give us 64. 4 cube will give us 64. 1 ratio. 2 cube will give us 8. That's 2 times 2 in 3 places. Then we still have our power here, 1 ratio 3. Now the power we have here, 1 ratio 3, simply means the cube root. Or when the denominator is 3, it means cube root. When it is 2, it means square root. When it is 4, it means the fourth root of that what? Of that particular number. So if we do that here now, that simply means we are looking for what? The cube root of what? The cube root of 27 ratio 64 times 1 ratio 8. And when we do that, the cube root of 27 is 3, the cube root of 64 is 4, the cube root of 1 is 1, and the cube root of 8 is 2. And we'll multiply out, that will give us 3 ratio 8, and that becomes the solution to that question. If you're getting any value from these lectures, please do well to hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification as we post some of these interesting questions. Now let's see the last one we have here. It said, an amount of 550,000 was realized when in principal X was saved at 2% simple interest for 5 years. Now we should find the value of X, which is what? Which is the principal. The X there denotes the what? Denotes the principal. Now we're given time, we're given the rate. Now what we don't have there now is the 550,000 there is the amount. Is the amount, but we don't have the interest. We don't have the interest. So here you agree with me that the formula for finding amount formula is what? Is the principal plus what? Plus interest. So also simple interest formula is what? Is PROT or ratio what? Or ratio 100. Now if we make what? If we make the interest here the subject of the formula, I becomes what? When this cross to this side, I becomes the amount minus what? Minus the principal. The interest becomes the amount minus the principal. So if the interest is this and interest is this, it means we can equate these two what? These two equations, since both of them are the same. So that will give us now, that will give us A minus P equals PROT or ratio what? Or ratio 100. Now if we substitute the values we have in the question, the amount is given to us as 550,000 minus of the principal, which we don't know, which is what we're looking for, which stands as X. Then here again we have the principal which we're looking for, which stands as S. The rate is given to us in the question as 2, and the time is given to us as 5 years. Our denominator again is 100. Okay, so here gives us 550,000 again, minus the principal. Here will give us 10p or ratio what? Or ratio 100. Now if we cross multiply, the 100 will multiply this. So we have 100 multiplying 550,000 minus p. Then the right hand side, the 10p will multiply the denominator here, which is 1, and that will give us 10p. So if we multiply this, we're going to have this. That's 55 million. Then 100 times p, that will give us 100p, and here we have 10p. Now, if we connect like terms, the 100 moved to the right hand side, we're going to have the 55 million is equals to what? The 10p, when this cross to this side becomes positive 100. So when we add this, we have our 55 million again, and here will give us 110p. Now to get the value of the p, what do? We divide the both sides of this equation by what? By 110. Now let's complete that here. We divide both of them by 110. So we have our 55 million again, or ratio 110, and 110 on the right hand side, or ratio 110. So this will cancel out this. The 0 will cancel out this. 11 into 55. 11 to 55 will go 5 times. It will go 5 times. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 zeros there. So therefore, the value of the p there is what? 5. And how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives us what? That gives us 500,000 naira, which is the value of the principal, also the value of the X we are asked to look for. So that is the solution to these 3 interesting questions from WAS 2020. So that'll be the size of our lecture today. If you've gotten any value from today's lecture, please do well to hit the like button and subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on, because that's the only way you get instant notification when we post interesting questions like this from your various past questions. So until we post the next lectures, don't forget, this is Smart Theater TV, and this is Mr. Innocent, and your success is my delight. Peace.